It's so important in life what kind of company you have and what kind of advisors you have. That is a very nice, very interesting, famous story. So I'll tell you that story. On a sunny day, a rabbit came out of his hole and was enjoying the fine weather. It was so nice, he was careless, and the fox snucks up behind him and catches him. So I finally caught my lunch. So the rabbit looks up and says, "Wait, please wait few days." The fox says, "Why? Why should I wait?" Uh, you know, I'm just finishing my thesis. The fox goes, "Oh, thesis, interesting. What's the topic of your thesis?" My topic is superiority of rabbits over foxes and wolves. The fox laughs very hard. Everybody knows we eat you guys. So how come you are superior? Well, madam, according to my research, we are superior. And if you not convinced, you please come and read it for yourself. And if you don't like it, then just eat me. The fox thought, okay, that's interesting. And it had nothing to lose, so it went with the rabbit to the rabbit hole. And the fox never came out. A few days later, again the rabbit was relaxing in the fine weather, taking a break from his writing, I suppose, and a wolf comes out and pounces upon him. So the rabbit says, Sir, please don't eat right now. Why shouldn't I? I am so hungry. Why shouldn't I eat you? Sir, I'm just finishing my thesis. Oh, the superiority of rabbits over the foxes and wolves. I mean, the wolf laughed so hard, it just almost rabbit got away from him. So again, rabbit said, "Sir, please come and see for yourself." So the wolf came and came into the hole, never came out. So finally, the rabbit finished his thesis and was happily jumping around. Then another rabbit asked him, "What's up, man? You look like very happy." "Yes, I finished my thesis." "Oh, what? Oh, congratulations. What's it about?" "Superiority of rabbits over foxes and wolves." The rabbit goes, "Oh, that's not correct. That doesn't sound all right." "Yeah, come on, read yourself." So this rabbit friend, and this rabbit, the author, the PhD candidate, they go into the hole. So this rabbit goes and sees what he sees in the hole. Is a typical student room, Their papers are scattered, the computer is lying there, and on the corner there is a pile of fox and wolf's bones. It's piled right there. And in the middle, what you have is a fat lion sitting there. So that means, what's the lesson? It doesn't matter what's the title of your thesis. It doesn't matter. Maybe the subject doesn't matter. Even the research doesn't matter. But what really matters is who your advisor is, who is advising you. So that's what matters in life. So what do we understand from this story is, show me your company and I'll tell you who you are and what will become of your life. In other words, we are a product of the company we keep, what kind of circle we move around in. We are a product of the kind of advisors we have in life. Friend, naturally, when you want some advice, you go to your friends, not to XYZ or strangers or to your enemies. So that sort of company we get into will make us or break us. Very bad or vicious friends, will ruin our life. And good friends, studious and good friend, we will progress in life. So this is true for individuals, individual level, and this is a fact on collective level as well, like a society or a country. So individually, collective, the problem today is we on individual and collective level, we have got a bad company. We have got bad advisors. That's a problem. Today's world is ill-advised. Today's world is advised by the media, shaped, the mindset, the narrative is shaped by the media, and that is why everything is a mess. One such example would be celebrity culture. Friend, celebrity culture is a high volume of their personal lives on a high volume. It's on a global scale, it's being propagated. And whatever they are doing, mostly rubbish, is copied by the masses. These celebrities, these product advertisements, this media culture has become, are shaping our minds today. And these celebrities, what kind of life they have? They lead a very hollow and superficial life. And we are millions and billions of us are actually following and emulating their example. But it was not like that. Earlier, the human society, before the onset of media and celebrity culture, our human society was guided by great teachers. And their teachings, they were imparting their teachings. And that's why people had their philosophy of life right. They got it right. Because philosophy has consequences. If you have got philosophy of right wrong, your life will be wrong. So there comes the wrong teachers, the wrong examples, the wrong leaders came, and you end up with communism, you end up with Nazism, you end up with, so many isms, and those isms had an enormous impact on the world affairs. Millions were killed. So you are what you think. So Vedic example was guided by great thinkers and philosophers known as acharyas. And there are many great examples of such acharyas: Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Sankaracharya, Sri Chaitanya, just to name a few. In the West, there were the examples of Socrates, Pythagoras, and others. Therefore, instead of following Kardashians, keeping up with them, let's try to follow these great teachers and perfect our lives. And how do you do that? By reading their teachings. For example, we have a great book right here called Bhagavad Gita. But But you leave Bhagavad Gita and you start, you are immersed in Cine Blitz or some, these kind of garbage magazines. So that's not going to help you.